So 2 days ago, EA Sports dropped the teaser trailer for EA Sports College Football 25, and there has been a lot of hype surrounding this game the past couple days. And with this hype, there's been a bunch of rumors and theories surrounding this game as well. And so I have a few videos lined up for those in the coming days. But in this one, we're going to be talking about FCS schools in EA Sports College Football 25. So all the reports that we have and the general consensus is that no FCS schools will be in the game at launch. It'll only be the 134 FBS schools, and then potentially down the road as additional content DLC, FCS schools will be added. That's what Matt Brown has said. He said, FBS schools at launch, maybe FCS schools later. But the past couple days, we have gotten some interesting social media posts that maybe suggests otherwise. So earlier in the week, Matt Brown told us to watch for something on Thursday, February the 15th. He said that schools were going to post small updates about the upcoming game. He was expecting every FBS school to post, and basically it was going to confirm their participation in the game. So obviously now we know that's not exactly what happened. It sounds like EA slightly changed the plan, and they went ahead and just dropped that teaser trailer. But after that, multiple FBS schools still went ahead and posted on social media. Most of them posted like custom cover arts for the new game with like one of their players on it and the new logo. And a lot of them used the caption EA Sports, we are in the game, like referring to themselves. Or they said, like in this case with App State, they said EA Sports apps in the game, or Hokies are in the game. So obviously it's a play on words with EA Sports slogan, it's in the game, but it's also doubling as confirmation that these schools are in the upcoming video game. And Matt Brown ended up saying these are the type of posts he was expecting on Thursday and not a teaser trailer. So here's where things get interesting. Multiple FCS schools also posted similar things on social media. Most notably was Gardner-Webb, because their caption was exactly the same as these other ones. It says EA Sports, Gardner-Webb's in the game. And they weren't the only FCS school that posted something like this. Here's Portland State, and their caption reads, who's ready to build a Portland State dynasty, also kind of implying that they're in the video game. And then here's a couple more, ETSU and Eastern Kentucky. Their caption isn't as forth-telling that they're in the video game, but they still posted similar pictures on social media. So then the question is, are these teams in EA Sports College Football? And I would have just said no, like they're just keeping up with the trends on social media and trying to get clicks on social media by posting about the new video game and putting their players on the cover. But those captions are what really kind of confused me, because again, Gardner-Webb straight up said Gardner-Webb's in the game. And then Portland State was like, who's ready to build a dynasty with Portland State, as if they're in the video game. So again, maybe they're just keeping up with the trends and posting on social media. It's not a big deal. But maybe they're actually in the video game. And I've seen a lot of people say maybe they're just going to put like 5 to 10 FCS schools in the game at launch instead of the generic FCS Midwest or Southeast that we had in NCAA 14 and 13 and all those games. Maybe they'll actually put some real FCS schools in the game at launch, just a few of them. That way we can put them on our schedule for Dynasty mode. And some of y'all might have not played this game or this video game series way back in the day, like 2004, 2005, 2006, but they used to have a bunch of FCS schools in there. Like they used to have Alabama A&M, North Dakota State, Western Kentucky when they were FCS. They had all those schools. But then I think it was around like 08, 09 that they got rid of them. And I'm actually going to defend EA on this one. I don't normally defend EA, especially these days. But I understand them not putting the FCS schools in this game anymore because, they already are putting 120 to like 130, 134 FBS teams in the game. Plus, the rosters are massive. They're literally putting like 10,000 players in this upcoming video game. This isn't like Madden where you have like the 30 teams or 32 teams or whatever it is. Plus, their rosters are smaller. So imagine also having to undergo adding all these FCS teams. That's hundreds of schools. So I understand why EA doesn't do it. I just wish they would put the effort in to making these FBS teams, perfect. And they did back in the day. I'm just worried about this upcoming video game, obviously. But it would be super cool at launch if we could just get like even 5 FCS teams. That way we can put them on our schedule in Dynasty mode and we don't have to play fake FCS schools, or shoot, maybe we can even play with them in the game in Dynasty mode. I know North Dakota State, I feel like South Dakota State, those are kind of like the 2 biggest ones. I know like Mercer is normally pretty good. Apparently Gardner-Webb is saying that they're in the game. So that'd be awesome if we could actually play with those schools. But I'll be honest, I do doubt there's going to be FCS schools in this game at launch at least. I think most likely it'll only be FBS schools. Hopefully, like I said, they just go in and perfect those schools and those rosters, and they pump out a great video game, and then a couple months in, they can start maybe releasing the FCS schools. That would be fine with me. So what do y'all think? Do y'all think these FCS schools are actually in the game, and that's why they're posting these things on social media? Or it's more so just to keep up the trends and for clicks and even recruiting? I mean, I think posting those things helps with recruiting. I mean, it's kind of crazy. I think this video game, especially if there were, I've talked about it before, but if there were teams to actually opt out, like that would actually hurt them in recruiting. But yeah, so do you think these teams are actually in the game, these FCS teams, or do you think they're just posting these things on social media for the trend and to get clicks and all of that? And since we're on the topic of teams being in the game and teams opting out of the game, I know Notre Dame was one of the big ones that people were saying they weren't going to be in the game, especially early on in development. Matt Brown has been saying forever that every FBS school is going to be in this game. I've been saying that forever as well. But since people have been questioning it still, I get DMs all the time on Instagram asking is Arizona State going to be in the game? Is Notre Dame going to be in the game? All these different teams. Every FBS school should be in the game, and in the teaser trailer, they show a rendering of Notre Dame. So clearly, they're in the game. Every FBS team should be in the game. Now, the question is, will any FCS schools be in the game? The social media posts say, Gardner-Webb's saying they're in the game, so I guess we will see. So like I said, I have a lot of content and videos I'm going to put out in the next few days or weeks or whatever, so definitely subscribe, definitely follow on Instagram, bring NCAA back. I'm going to keep y'all updated on everything regarding this game. I'm super excited, and I cannot wait for this game to drop.